How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today I am in the process of packaging some stuff to ship, but before I did all that, I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody that's been watching the videos, customers that have been ordering parts, and every company that we've been working with through the years. A lot of stuff's kind of cooking on the back end slowly. Should see a lot of progress soon, which I'll make some announcements in the near future, but definitely do appreciate every opportunity and everything that's come across myself and Steve and even Sid's way on everything that we do. Right now I am actually have the TC on a slow trickle charge. It's almost complete, so we can start that up and move the cars around. If you've seen the previous video, I actually reorganized and cleaned up the garage. It doesn't look like a lot of space. There's a lot of empty boxes right here that I got to clear out, and there's a lot of stuff that needs to get shipped out that's technically not mine, so that'll clear up even more room. I'm gonna go through and organize some more, but in the last video we moved the S2000 from here over there and moved everything around, so there's a lot more room. Everything literally right over here is for sale, and majority of what's there, so I'm clearing up more space to have more room to work on cars instead of just kind of confining myself and cramping myself in one little spot to work. I have more workspace. And the plan is to really just get all this done. But yeah, right now I got to pack up some SK Industries parts. I had an order come in. So the guys at SK Industries asked me to ship out a set that I had here. So yeah, front and side skirts go in here. So thank you so much to the customer that ordered that. Again, SK Industries is a company that does carbon fiber parts for mainly the Veloster Turbo and Veloster N for the current generation, second generation, I guess, as you would call it. So yeah, have to box that up. Don't mind the empty boxes here. But yeah, have to do that, and then I have to go out, dig out an exhaust system that I sold that came off the Lexus to scrub and to clean up to ship for another person that wanted some of the parts from the part out. Now, most people I know throw the exhaust, in a box and say, "Here you go, have a great day." I try not to do that. I want to, clean it up, make it as nice as I can, and package it as carefully as I can for the customer. So that's kind of on my agenda right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dig the exhaust out, scrub that down. I have some sawhorses set up right over there. Wash it, clean, let it dry. And while it's drying, then I'll go ahead and package up the kit. And if you haven't already, do me a huge favor, hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Still doing the 1,000 subscriber merch giveaway. All you gotta do is subscribe to this channel, drop some likes and comments, and also follow our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Links are in the description below. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, gonna give away some merch. But yeah, thanks everybody for the journey so far. We're at 880-ish, and we never really lose any subscriber count, so thank you to everybody that's been subbing. It's really cool to see, and yeah, hope you enjoyed all the content so far. There's a lot more cool content coming soon. And there's the exhaust, scrubbed down, cleaned up, so a lot better. Not so, doesn't have a lot of grime and stuff on it anymore. It's just gonna air dry. I'm gonna wipe down the tip so it doesn't water spot on the exhaust tips, but everything else can just air dry. Next on my agenda is to package the body kit. So you can see all the SK stuff's packaged, ready to go. I'm just waiting for the labels from the guys at SK. I have to give them the weights and everything. I don't remember that off the top of my head. The exhaust is still drying off out there. So I want to take a quick second to talk about the cars in the garage. So as part of cleaning the garage up, the goal was to get the TC away from the wall that it was against so I can work on it a little more. So everything's rearranged. I actually have more room than I did before. I threw out a lot of stuff. It still looks like a mess, but I promise you there's a lot more room. So the TC, have a couple of things to do. Have to fasten down the roof, get the nuts and bolts and put the wing back on securely. Right now it's just literally sitting on the stands. I have to flip the stands the other way so that everything lines up correctly. Secure the roof, do some other little bits and touches. Have to figure out the audio system. It's still out. Check the fuses, everything's okay. Not sure what's going on there, but we'll have to take it apart to double check. In terms of the tune and everything for the car, I gotta check with Brian at Kaiju, see what his schedule's looking like. I mean, the car runs fine, obviously it's not tuned, so you don't want to get on it, but I'll take a look and see what's going on there. Outside that, the car's pretty much complete. SLK, a lot of maintenance still needs to be done. The headliner, obviously, if you watched the earlier videos. Have the momos to throw on, but I'm not exactly sure I want to throw those on now. I might just sell those and sell the rotiforms and get some new wheels. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below what kind of wheels you think I'm gonna get or what I should get for the SLK. This project is gonna be a very slow moving project. I'm not planning on doing a whole lot to it. The car is great as it is. It's not something that I want to go crazy on. The car is a 98 with 33,000 miles. So I don't really want to do stuff that makes it not reversible back to stock. I want to keep things as close to clean and factory as possible, and it's just like a cruiser. May do some audio upgrades, bring the technology in the car up to 2023. 2023 is coming in a few days. So like I said, wanted to upgrade the stereo, maybe upgrade the door speakers and the full audio system to bring tech up to date and make it more enjoyable of a cruise. I do plan on driving this more once all the maintenance is done. The car's been sitting, all the fluids, everything's really old. I don't want to, you know, put too much on it, but make everything super reliable and enjoy the car more. Let's see, Mustang, not much is going on with it. It's been going to a couple events here and there. Don't plan on doing any more modifications to it. That's pretty much, I'm happy where it's at, and it's, you know, I like how it is. And the car, the way it's set up, it's actually it's a licensed livery for Motorcraft and everything, so it has a nice little bit of history behind it, so I don't want to really modify or do anything too much to it. The XB is just chilling. Everyday driver. I gotta wash it. Parked underneath the tree the other day. Got a lot of bird poop. I do plan on doing some nice upgrades to make the drives more comfortable. The Lexus is still for sale. And the van, which is not here. The van is sitting in Southern California with Ram. He's been going through a lot of stuff in his personal time, so he hasn't had much time to work on it, but we did have a conversation about it, and he is going to start on it real soon. So hopefully after the new year he starts working on it. I don't think there's anything crazy wrong with it. It's just, like I said, the van was an auction purchase. Started, cranked over, ran briefly, but then was parked and the car sat, and I'm not a diesel expert, but from my understanding, you let diesel vehicles sit too long, a lot goes wrong. And the van's over 20 years old also, so there's a lot of little things that has to be chased out and done. And for myself, I know it's been a long time since the van's been running, and we've seen the van, but I know that it's in good hands, and he's a master tech at Ford specifically for diesels, so this is right in his wheelhouse, so he's really good with it. So I can't wait to get that up and running. I know I put a quick YouTube short about the van and what can it become next year's SEMA project, maybe. We'll see what I work out for it, and the whole goal first is to get it running. So once that's established, we'll kind of go from there. I don't want to find a spot with a company, promise a whole bunch of stuff, and not show up. I know there's people out there that do that, unfortunately, and it makes a bad name and rep for everybody out there that's trying to, you know, work on a cool project and present it at the SEMA show. So I want to make sure I do it right, and everybody's gonna be happy that's involved with the project. And now the last vehicle, I know I mentioned in the other video, was the S2000. Right now it's the storage unit for all the Garage Unique parts and some of the miscellaneous used carbon parts that I have, demo or shipping damage stuff that I have for sale. It's gonna unfortunately sit right here for a little while. As much as I would love to get this car done, and I know I've spoken to Steve at length about this, and Steve really wants to get this car done, Financially, it is a huge money pit. I would rather invest my money into growing the business and being able to do more and just keep, you know, get my cash flow really good to where building this isn't a strain on myself or, you know, anything that I do. As much as, like I said, I'd love to get this done right away. So this might be shelved for another year or so, unfortunately, but it makes a great storage unit. I mean, I love how, you know, the top of the roll cage and the A-pillar makes into a nice, you know, little rack. I can stack the bumpers and stuff. But yeah, I just told myself right now, this car will get done one day, just not right now. Right now, the estimated budget that I know we're gonna go over on getting the car done, and this doesn't include any of the sponsorships or any, you know, any support that I get out of pocket alone, it's gonna be about 40 grand, and that doesn't include any labor. That's just pure engine, drivetrain, fuel system. This thing's got no brake lines, nothing. This is literally a rolling chassis with some old suspension and OEM arms, and that is it. Just enough to roll. There's nothing underneath. So that all has to be rebuilt and replumbed, and all the parts, and that stuff adds up quick. If any of you have ever built a show, not a show car, but a race car, little AN fittings, bits, every little bit adds up real quick. You might think, it's a couple bucks for this. Nah, when you need, you know, 20, 30 of them, boom, there's one. And then you need a size of another one of certain things. And it just keeps adding and adding and adding. So there's a lot to be done here. But I'm excited to eventually get this done, but it's not in the cards for me right now, unfortunately. And for M2 Motoring, we'd rather invest in growing the business. And we have a couple of things that we'll announce very soon that we're really excited about. So that's going to be, just like I said, right now on the back burner. Outside that, this huge pile of stuff right here, this is all pretty much everything I have for sale, along with some other stuff. Everything on these shelves is all for sale. That's merch, but everything else is for sale. So I'll be aggressively posting all this stuff for sale soon. Want to clean out some space just so I can, you know, have some space for new stuff, like I said, coming in next year that we're working on. I need the space for it, so it really needs to go. And then I came across this the other week. If any of you old school guys know wheels, these I believe right now are pretty sought after. So I have them here. Some 17-inch Racing Heart C2s in a universal four lug pattern, which is 4x100 and 4x114. Don't plan on rebarreling these. I thought about it. Should I do this for the XB? And I'm like, nah, they're gonna get stolen here in Vegas. So I don't have any other 4x100 car to run them on. So these are for sale. Just hit me up if you're interested. These are hard to come by. They all have their it has all the center caps. Obviously needs refinishing, but everything is good on them. No cracks or anything. One of the lips is bent, has some rash. You know, the coat is peeling on the faces. That kind of stuff. It was on a daily driver car before, so stuff to be expected. But outside that, pretty clean. But aside from that, thanks so much again for watching the video. I definitely do appreciate all the support over the past 2 years if you've been watching the YouTube content, and to all my customers and clients that have been working with me since day one. Thank you so much. Definitely do appreciate it. And again, Happy New Year, and hope everybody has a safe, Happy New Year, and I'll see you right after New Year's.